When you require 20.
Well, 21 darts later, and he's got double two to find, and he may not get the opportunity.
Well, we'll think it's Christmas if he hits this.
10.
12 darts he's taken to score 136.
4.
Kallinger is running out of, well, running out of time here and options, but he's found double two, and he raises his hands almost mockingly, really. Jones knows that's one that got away.
Christian to throw first. Game on.
Well, it was definitely a leg to shake your head at. Sometimes you just got to brush them off and move on. And the amount of times that Wayne Jones has done that,
41.
we wouldn't be able to count it, because the man's been around the world, around Europe, around the UK, around everywhere playing darts. And he did struggle
43.
up until recently. And the one thing about Wayne Jones that everybody knew was that the darts he used wouldn't change. A few years ago, when he had to change them,
58.
he went to a new set and things just didn't seem to work. And it was always the same short, bulbous barrel, short stem, pear-shaped flight. At the beginning of this season, he made a conscious change. He went to a very conventional, slightly longer barrel, mild groove dart. What's happened this year? He's got himself into this tournament. That's a fantastic achievement. However, he's won a PDC event for the first time ever. It may not be a Pro Tour event. It was a Challenge Tour event. I think he's won 2 of them now. But the fact of the matter is he's actually won 2 events this year against great opposition. That's got to give you confidence. And I firmly believe, and I've said this on many occasions, that Wayne Jones is the best player in the world never to have won a PDC Pro Tour event.
56.
He's won the most money out of anybody not to have won a one.
Yeah.
They may not be best darts today, and Christian also. I firmly think that is really down to the conditions starting to heat up outside, and it's coming into the arena now. You can see the mist in the crowd. Another one of those will be handy. Oh, that's perfect. This will be a peach.
140.
Have to settle for a 140 to set up double 10.
$91. When you require 20.
Squared off the 91. Jones looking at double 10 here. Maybe a glimmer of hope here for Kallinger once again.
Well, the one thing you can't teach people when they play darts is how to handle the heat and handle the pressure. You've got to get up there and do it yourself. And for a 2-1 lead for the Austrian, he's got 2 darts. One in his left hand, one in his right, and he's got double top. 1 dart left for 10s.
80.
And pushes the wire.
When you require 10.
To get out of jail, Wayne Jones has got a tricky double 5.
Well, it's turning into that sort of match, isn't it? Another 20-something leg here. And Kallinger, once again, just finds something. Jones has a lethal look about him.
When we played in Hamburg a couple of weeks ago, should I say that the players played in Hamburg? I was in the commentary box. A lot of them said how warm it was in the hall. And in this day and age of technology, where people have got smartphones and tablets and laptops, it's easy to get online and check the forecast and see how hot it will be. And you've got to do things accordingly to make yourself comfortable up there. We did see someone with the freshening spray up there. We still haven't had a chance to check out that, but that says to me that they have prepared themselves. The fact that it's hot is not an excuse for playing badly. You've just got to adjust.
100.
I'm sure Wayne Jones has played in arenas hotter than this.
I'm sure.
I mean, the Circus Tavern was one of them. It was close,
in there, yeah.
small roof.
140.
And he's played very well in there as well.
Almost like a layer of ozone just below the ceiling. Yeah, he's had some terrific results on the Challenge Tour this year, has Jones. Won a couple over the middle weekend of April. Smattering of final appearances as well, and quarterfinals, a recent quarterfinal too. Had a crack at the Players' Championship events in Wigan last weekend, where he was topping up the field. Made the last 16 of one of those.
Making the last 16 of one of those events is almost the same as the prize money for winning a Challenge Tour event.
Yeah, it's a field of 1 to 8. It's a long, hard road.
81. When you record
Beat Ronnie
149.
Hybrex in the second round.
146 left. That leaves 86. That leaves his favourite double.
117.
What a beautiful
When you
approach that was.
record 86.
But Kallinger can just snuff it all out here with 86. Bullseye he wants then.
38.
Well, he clearly wasn't happy with that.
32.
Any dart player that graces that stage, if they don't hit at least a 25, it's a failure. Misses this double 16, it will be a failure. He's still able to hit this. And he gets it in there. That was an experienced shot.
All in a line, weren't they?
Game on.
2 apiece.
I think one of the things that people tend to forget about Wayne Jones is he's made a major final.
Yep.
European Championship, 2010. That was in Dinslaken in Germany.
Yeah, well, you look at his CV. I mentioned that one to the semi-finals of the World Championship, the final of the European Championship. You've mentioned a semi-final at the Grand Slam also in 2010. 2010, he made the quarters of the Players' Championship finals, the quarters of the World Grand Prix, and the quarters of the World Match Play. What a year that was for him. Finalist of the World Masters in '99 as well.
When he made the semi-finals of the Grand Slam in Wolverhampton, obviously his hometown, that place was rocking that year.
60.
He was actually walking out to the Hi-Ho Silver Lining song that Kim Hybrex walks out to now.
Yeah.
And every single player who was in that practice room went out and watched his walk-on because it was just sensational. Because they played him on a Saturday night.
96.
On the same day that Wolverhampton Wanderers played in their hometown. And it was just one of those days where everything was jumping.
Yeah.
And they played a feature of Wayne Jones because he did so well that week. And how he kept getting the bus from his house to the arena. He didn't get a cab. He didn't get picked up by one of security guys from the PDC. He got the bus with his shirt in his hand. And that just goes to show how humble the man really is.
Nice touch.
45.
Well, Jones just might start thinking he could snick this one as well.
140. Racing Unicorn 140.
Another one of those will be handy. That would have left double 16.
92.
Still not bad.
Unicorn 101.
What Wayne Jones would give for a 61st dart. Treble 15 or 19. Double 12.
77. Racing
The
Unicorn
momentum
48.
just keeps going up and down, up and down. It's like an oscilloscope in here.
It's shifting continuously here, the balance of power. But Kallinger takes out double top for a 3-2 lead.
Way into throw fast. Game on.
I think we could be on course for another 6-5 scoreline here. We've had 3 of those on the spin. Idams against Pike, Hybrex against Wilson, and Ratajski against Viljanen.
100.
A couple of 6-4s today as well. Jamie Bain, the most emphatic winner, beating Christian Kist 6-1. This might be a visit to forget.
33.
OC, not the tidiest numbers you'll see.
Well, you know you've made it when you've got your own song. And Christian Kallinger is singing his name because he's 3-2 in front.
And they could do with improving as well. But it is a it's an enjoyable match, this one. It's, like I say, one that flips from one side to the other. And every now and then, Kallinger just gets the crowd going, doesn't it?
Well, that'll make him feel good. Makes everybody feel good. 180. The only person
60.
who will rebut that is Wayne Jones. Now, we mentioned that Christian Kallinger's biggest paycheck up to date was 500 quid. He wins this match, he's on 2,000.
£2,000.
100.
A few more in euros.
$81.
Well, Kallinger again here. Very good first 9 darts. Can he back it up?
60.
Could have been better, could have been a lot better, in fact.
I think the standard is gradually getting better here. Some of the mistakes they were making earlier in the match are being erased.
Yeah, the finishing needs
60.
a bit of work to embellish the stats that we
128.
currently have. The averages both in the 70s, high 70s, but yeah, moving in the right direction. It's got it. Bullseye. Oh, what a check out from Christian Kallinger. That's got the crowd going even more. I have to say, I did not see that coming, but the way he's been finishing, the way I was just talking about how the finishing stats needed improving, well, they've done precisely that there, Christian Kallinger. 4-2.
Finish of the afternoon for me. Absolutely brilliant finish on the butt. It was a great bullseye shot. It was right in the middle. Yeah. And that was a cattle prod to the trousers to Wayne Jones. It really was. He felt that.
Especially as Kallinger's last attempt at the ball was miles away.
96.
When he hit the single 9. Well, 4-2. Maybe something special here as well.
140.
Could well be that we have another Austrian through to the second round tomorrow, and that will certainly keep the tournament alive. Always great to have a host nation involved, our mentors here as well, but to have further Austrian representation. Silovic doesn't want to be the one that they always rely on for good news stories.
83.
Well, we talked earlier with Ronnie Huybrechts about the help that the Huybrechts boys gave the Belgian game and allowed other people to come through, and the inspiration that they have given to the likes of Mike De Decker and Dimitri Vandenberg and Kenny Nairns.
Yeah.
What has Sulevic and Roby John Rodriguez and those guys, what have they done for Austrian darts? They get one tournament a year where they can have a host nation qualifier. They get this one weekend to make a name for themselves, and if they do well, potentially they will want to go on and try other qualifiers.
139.
Wayne Jones is now officially in trouble.
Yeah, good approach play again by Kallinger there. Treble 19 would have left.
140. Christian, you require 58.
Double top.
Oh, that's pretty unforgivable.
That is unforgivable.
Can't afford to miss the big number.
26.
Can he be punished?
Wasted darts for Kallinger. Could well be punished here by Jones. Needs to bring all his experience to the fore here. So it's a bullseye. Again. And this time it's off target.
36.
So a let-off for Kallinger. A massive let-off, you have to say, as well. But he makes the most of it. Double 16, nothing wrong with his finishing now.
Game on.
Took the bullseye very cleanly. Took double 16 very cleanly as well. 5-2 the scoreline. Jones in a great big cul-de-sac now, and he can't find the reverse.
100.
Well, if you guys at home think this is a very strange result so far, because it is against the form book, the stranger fact of the matter is you've got two Austrians in the crowd dressed as Irishmen.
Yeah, I noticed a bit of green out there today.
See, everybody wants to be a bit Irish, even the Austrians, and there's nothing wrong with that.
97.
This will be undoubtedly the best game and the best win of Kallinger's darting career. and he would get the opportunity
100.
to play against Michael van Gerwen on a Saturday in Austria.
On a Saturday night in Austria, in Vienna. What an occasion that would be for him.
140.
He played first round defeat when he last qualified for this tournament 4 years ago. Don't worry about the averages now, Christian. Just
60. When
finish
you
the
go
job here.
164.
Well, Wayne Jones knows that if he can just pick off a leg at a time, he can put pressure on Kallinger
58.
and make him a bit jittery. We've all been in this situation where we think it's the biggest game of our lives and we've been in front.
100.
Still got to get across the line.
When you go 106.
Wayne Jones can stop that with a 6 and a tops.
66.
Well, Jones could not find tops. Kallinger is back, and the way he's been finishing lately, you would not put it past him. Can he find the big number? Yes, he can. Christian Kallinger, just inside double 11.
Well, it was unconventional, but it almost worked. Match start 1 missed. Will he get another visit? Not in this leg, he won't. Wayne Jones chips away at that deficit. And he's only 2 legs away from being on level terms. Kallinger's got the darts, though.
Yeah.
47.
I haven't even mentioned the fact that Kallinger had 3 games to get through yesterday against David Lurch. That was 6-0. Manuel Fischer, 6-1. And he beat one of the first guys to really get to the World Championships from Austria, Dietmar Berger, 6-1. Wayne Jones himself
100.
can be very proud in taking out Kyle Anderson in qualifying, 6-5. And Michael Barnard, who is always tough to play.
Yeah. Yeah, Kyle Anderson, 6-5, the number 3 seed in qualifying, not here this weekend.
85.
It's almost a shame that Kyle couldn't come back. He played so well here last year.
Certainly did.
83.
This is all pretty nervy stuff now. Yes. Wayne Jones has got a look in his face as if to say, I'm coming for you.
Yeah, he's got the darts here as well, hasn't he? Shame he couldn't find a second treble there, though, but still in a very good position on the Kallinger throw.
64.
Well, that's good thinking from Kallinger, because he knows that on 2-7-1, a single 19, a 25, and a 60 leaves 170. It's good maths.
94.
What can he do to pressurize Wayne Jones's 82?
95. When you require 82.
Bullseye double 16 he'll be looking at.
He may be looking at it, but he's not got it. He's hit the 20 instead. So 62 remaining. Bullseye then.
57.
Closer this time, but not close enough.
I think the bullseye was a little covered there. I think he was having second thoughts about what to do. Treble 18 would have left tops.
Yeah, you can see the anger in his
90. When you
eyes there.
require 25.
Well, Jones should have 2 darts at a double here. And he has. Double 8.
9.
He's left double 11 again.
Find his way through. And he's left double 11 again. And this time he's got 3 goes at it. And Christian Kallinger becomes the second Austrian qualifier to book his place in the second round here in Vienna. Zoran Lerschbacher beat Lee Bryant earlier on. And now Christian Kallinger, the 35-year-old from Oberpullendorf, a man who qualified for this event 4 years ago but was beaten in the first round, has gone one better here, and he's guaranteed himself at least £2,000 for the biggest paycheck of his career by some distance. It could be even more. The trouble is, he's got Michael van Gerwen in the second round tomorrow. We'll see how he fares in that one over the course of the weekend. But plenty more darts to look forward to in tonight's evening session from 7 o'clock. We've got the 3 Rodriguez brothers in action as well. Match of the night, though, for me, Chris Dobie against David Pallett, but plenty of other candidates as well. Join us from 7 o'clock local time here for the continuation of the first round play here at the Austrian Darts Open.